I've come to realize that a lot of you don't really know me. Let me tell you about me. I am happier than I have been in a long time. I am strong, I am confident, and more importantly, I am determined. The last 8 years of my life have truly been the most challenging. I've lost two brothers, a cousin who was like a little brother to me, and my granny, who was the most amazing woman in this world. When I sit back and I think about the challenges that I've had to face, I realize that it takes one hell of a strong and determined person to get through all of that in such a short time. When you are faced with such tragic events in your life, you have two options. You can give up, or you can find something you're passionate about and push through. I don't have the option of raising that little white flag and giving up. I don't have the option of saying, I'm done. Life, you have defeated me and I give up. I can't do it. I can't do that. You see, I'm a single mom of two kids, and a few years ago, I had a very tough decision to make. I could either sell our home and figure out where we were going to live, or I could find a second job and miss the boys' activities. On a single income, I couldn't provide a home. I couldn't provide, to put my kids in the activities they wanted to be in. I couldn't put food on the table, and I couldn't put gas in my car to get to work. But at the same time, I didn't want to miss out on their activities. I didn't want to miss out on them growing up. I didn't want to miss out on the games of them coming home and telling me about their day at school. I couldn't do it. And at the stage I was in my life, the things I was going through emotionally because of the loss I had suffered, I couldn't go to work at a second job that I would probably hate, that would probably make my emotional state much worse than it already was. There was just no way I could get a second job. I decided then that I wasn't going to miss out on those activities. I wasn't going to miss out on the games. I wasn't going to miss out on seeing them grow up. I couldn't be away. I already was working a 40-hour work week at a full-time job. I couldn't find the time to work another 20 hours or 30 hours at a part-time job. I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I didn't know what I was going to do. But I was determined. I was determined I was going to make it. I have to do this. I wanted to see them grow up. So when you want something, you will do whatever it takes. As a single mom, survival for the entire family falls on you. You have to provide. You have to keep the lights on. You have to put food on the table. No one else will do it for you. And let me tell you, that's a lot to carry on one person's shoulders. I had heard others who make six-figure incomes with network marketing and direct sales, but I was always skeptical. At the same time, I really didn't know anyone who was making good money, but I also didn't know anyone who was in direct sales. I mean, we all have our friends who are in it, but you show up to parties and you don't really know the consultant, and they're just a friend of a friend of a friend. I decided that I was going to see if I could be one of those success stories. So I put all the doubt and skepticism aside, and I joined network marketing and direct sales. Before I knew it, I was working around my kids' schedules on my own time, and I was bringing in a second income. I was laughing. I was loving life again. I didn't realize it immediately that I was providing for my family, that I was doing it on my own with no help. But eventually, I realized that it was me. I was working hard. I was supporting my family. And it was because I joined direct sales. And that's when I knew that those stories I'd heard were true. People could earn an income doing the business, doing this business. They do it all the time. We always hear about people's why. Why did they join? Why did you join? And I've just said that my why is to pay my mortgage. And that's what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years. Network marketing has paid my mortgage. I've sat through many sessions hearing people's why. And I'm always so touched by all of them. I was content with my why until recently when I realized that my why is much bigger than paying a mortgage. Once I cleared out all of the negatives in my life, peeled back all of those layers on my why, and broke it down, I finally knew my why. It is now that I'm able to share my story, the story that I just shared with you, and help single moms to feel empowered, to be confident, to enable them to provide for their families without feeling like they need to miss out on their children's lives. My why, it's not about paying a mortgage. It is to help moms out there to be able to stand up in a crowded room full of 900 plus people and proudly announce that they are happier than ever, that they are strong, that they are confident, that they have found their passion, and that they are putting their kids through college on a single income. My why is to help single moms everywhere who are struggling, financially and emotionally, and let them know that it is possible, and more importantly, realistic, to provide a lifestyle for your family. One that you can be proud of. One where you can also help other moms who are struggling. I'm driven to talk to the women who were put in my life to help them gain control of their lives.